Greetings, Transformers fans. Welcome back to my unboxing video series. Last week I got back with the first one in over 6 months, and we're going to keep them rolling each week, hopefully each weekend, for the foreseeable future. Now, today's unboxing is, this one's going to be a little more brief. Oh my god. What are you doing? Hey, come here. The cat's gone berserk. She was scratching to get in here and now, hey. Fuzz. Oh, okay, she's going up into a chair. Okay, you gotta chill. Her tail's all puffed out. Anyways, this one's gonna be a bit briefer than most of them, I plan on, because he is part of a team that I have previously revealed members of months and months ago in the past in one other unboxing video. So, without further ado, this character is an Autobot, part of the Aerial Bots combiner team, and his name is Skydive. So I've put two links in the video description, which link back to the original video I did for the Aerial Bots, so you can have a look, because I'm not going to put any video clips in this one because I've already put them in those previous ones. So if you want to get an idea on the Aerial Bots, why they were created, how they came about, what their purpose was, go and watch those two videos and you can see the other two characters that I previously unboxed. And now we have this third one. So as a bit of a brief rundown, there's 5 Aerial Bots that combine into the giant robot Superion, and this one, Skydive, forms Superion's right leg, I believe. And the previous two Aerial Bots I unboxed, Air Raid forms his left leg, and Fireflight forms his right arm. So those are the 3 I have. These guys have been really hard to find because I think maybe they were released a longer time ago, so I can't find them new anymore. I found one of them new. I think Air Raid was new, but Fireflight I ordered from a guy in Poland, and this guy Skydive I ordered from a guy in Ireland, both previously used, but like taken out of the box once, transformed and put back in, sort of thing. So they're basically new. So I hope to eventually, find the other 2 Aerial Bots from other sellers over time. I just check every once in a while and hope I get lucky, right? So, but for now, I'm excited that I've got more Aerial Bots now than I don't have. So we've passed that magical 50% or more threshold. So Skydive turns into, from all the research I did online, an F-16 Fighting Falcon is his plane mode. And he is actually the Aerial Bot who is least likely to want to go up in the sky. The leader was also a bit gun shy about flying, but he overcame that. But Skydive's deal is that he's more of a bookworm type, and he loves burying his face in information regarding the history of aerial combat and air flight and all that stuff. So it's not that he's not a skilled and capable flyer in his own right. He's probably one of the most skilled of the Aerial Bots, but he just loves learning and reading about air battles and air. I'm trying to think of the right term, but it's eluding me. So yeah, but anything he sees, anything he reads about, he can duplicate. He can make it happen for the Aerial Bots. So he is very skilled, very capable robot, but he prefers the quieter side, the studious side of air flight. So that's kind of his deal. So I never had any of the Aerial Bots G1 toys as a kid. I always wanted them, but whatever, a lot of times, like in the 80s and 90s when Transformers were out, they were really popular, and oftentimes, especially the more popular characters, she's going berserk, they would sell out and you could never find them. That happened with the Constructicons a lot. Whenever I had money or whatever, an opportunity to go get them, they were never there, and same thing with the Aerial Bots, or I had something else I wanted to get instead, and so that's just the way it was. What I'm leading up to is, let's have a look at Skydive's G1 toy. So yeah, his G1 toy was pretty simple and fell in line with all of the other limbs of the aerial bots, smaller, simpler transformations. The combiner teams were often like that in the original Transformers line. The body, the core of the giant robot, the leader of the team usually, was always bigger and bulkier than the four limbs. Those four were always smaller than the leader. And Superion and the aerial bots didn't differ from that formula. The only one I remember not being like that was the Constructicons, because there were 6 of them and not 5. So I don't think they needed that one guy to be bigger. And their leader was their right leg anyways. It was Scrapper. So they didn't follow the format in any sort of way. So but anyways, that's usually the way it went. So you can see that Skydive was small, he was simple. You can tell that his transformation would have been really, really easy to pull off in about 2 seconds sort of thing. And he was a little bit different because most of the aerial bots had a lot of white and maybe a little bit of red, maybe a little bit of blue in them. He differed a lot because, I mean, Fireflight had a lot more red than the other guys, but he still had a lot of white and stuff too. But he was Skydive was very noticeable because he had so much black in him. He was very easy to differentiate from. Jesus, Murphy, what is happening? Hey. Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Give me that big puffed up tail. Give me that big puffed up tail. Hey, hey, hey. You gonna calm down? I'm trying to do a video here. You just want to be famous. To my 93 subscribers, you want to be world famous, don't you? Don't you? Don't you, Chuckles? Ah! All right. Oh, no hissing. No hissing. You just stay there, okay? Anyways, where were we? Yes, we did his G1 toy. We talked about him. So I think we're ready to open up the box and take him out and see what this new and improved and beefed up version of Skydive looks like. Let's go. Here we go with Skydive, or Down Thrust, as he is called here. Zeta Toys, which I have a few of. These aerial bots were Zeta Toys. Jazz was a Zeta toy. Somebody else was Zeta Toys as well. They've been pretty good, and they always come in these nice styrofoam kind of cases, not the plastic, which I trust these to protect, you know, these toys a lot more than just the plastic, right? I think they're a lot more crumple resistant. So as usual, character card. These ones are heavy duty, I like them. Instructions, which we will be utilizing soon enough. And here he is, Skydive. We got some missiles here. Little bag with, what the hell are those? I'm curious. More missiles. We've got, oh. We got a blaster and then somebody else's head. I'm not sure what this is all about. That's supposed to be in there, or if that's a mistake. And then here we go with Skydive. There he is. Looking pretty sweet, looking in good shape. I love it. He's pretty good, pretty solid standing up. Now I think there's something else in here. Oh yes, these things. The brackets that hold the missiles together. Just making sure there's not anything missing in there. Okay. So there he is. Now let's get him transformed into jet mode so we can have a look at his F-16 Fighting Falcon self. And then we will wrap this up. as you can see, somebody has weaseled her way further into this video. Haven't you? Haven't you? But at least you've calmed down. Yeah, at least you've calmed down. This is the rascal that was always jumping up on me during my gameplay session. Yeah, you love to cuddle during video game time, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Yeah, you do. Good girl. Right. Anyways, as for Skydive, fantastic toy, just like the first two were. A perfect likeness of the character. No metal in the construction, all plastic, but it still seems really robust, really well put together. I didn't have any concerns that something might be on the verge of, you know, am I pushing this too hard during the transformation process? But helping that along is that the transformation for this character is quite intuitive and quite easy. It flows along pretty well. And to be honest, I have found that with most of the plain characters, these three aerial bots I've done, plus all the seekers like Starscream, Skywarp, Thundercracker, and then Ramjet, Dirge, and Thrust. All the plane transformations are really easy and intuitive, and I find they go along a lot smoother than a lot of the more land-based vehicle type transformations. So maybe that's just something with how planes transform into robots is a lot easier than doing it from a car or a truck. But yeah, I find the plane vehicles a lot easier of a time than the land vehicles. So he came with his one blaster, his missiles that you saw in the pictures of plane mode, and of course there was the one white head that looked like maybe it was Air Raid's head. So I'm not sure if that was supposed to be in there or if this guy I bought it from had other characters and somehow the head of that character ended up in my box, but either way I've got a spare head. I'm actually, when I go down and put this guy on the shelf, I'm going to compare the head I got to the one, I think if anybody's, it's going to be Air Raid's head. I'm going to compare and see if it's the same one. And hey, spare parts, right? Can't complain about that. So yeah, as you can see, the coloring on him, a lot of black, a lot of gray. He looks different from the other aerial bots that you've seen in the video if you happen to watch those. And very identifiable aerial bot and perfect transformation. I love it. Great purchase. Can't wait to put him on the shelf with the other aerial bots. And as for next week, I forgot to check and see who was next on the list. So that character next week is going to be as much of a surprise to me as it will be to you. So until then, happy waiting.
Meow.